everybody, we're live here in Kansas. It's Linda Light. I'm here with Sara Hill. I just spent the last week here in Nickerson, right? Nickerson, Kansas, right near Hutchinson. And her daughters and her doggies and Mr. Kitty have all been such wonderful hosts. So if you're watching this back and you're watching it from the beginning and you're not here live, just want to say thanks for tuning in and checking out everything. But this is only my second live on the journey, so, you know.
Lots more to come.
Yes, and I might be a little rusty here, but I'm getting ready to head off to Texas tomorrow. I'm going to go visit a friend, Mel, another soul sister. And I want to go live like the last night that I spend with people. I was telling you that earlier. So if you're watching this now and you want to interact with us in the chat, I'm learning how to watch the chat as we go and all that. But if you're new, I know there's a couple people in my family that we're going to be watching. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, but you can watch, you can get a YouTube, you can get a YouTube account and then you can say things like that. Scotty boy, how you doing? Hello. What's that say? Happy trails. Happy trails back to you, man. So if you want to interact and you're watching this and you're not sure how, you can get a YouTube account and then you can still interact live on the chat. So we'll be here for a little while. So here we are. We've been doing a lot of energy work and I just wanted to come on live and give you guys an update because tell them about the salt mine that's out here in Hutchinson.
Hutchison is, of course, it's kind of like on the not on the outskirts. It's kind of closer to some of the bigger cities like Wichita, Kansas. But Hutchinson is known for their cosmosphere and their salt mines. So they did make a museum a few years back where you can actually travel underground, and they have a museum underground. And what they hold on to is the original Disney archives are underground. And so I personally have not ventured down. My children have, with school programs, that field trips, they get to do that sort of thing. I have not personally done it. So I think Linda and I are going to venture out tomorrow morning and do that before she hits the road. So I'm excited.
Me too. And it's so close by. I'm like, something where I live near Philly and we didn't get to go in much and see, but if the kids went on a field trip or something like that, it's exciting. So I hear you go, your daughters were saying you go like a mile down underground or something like that. I don't know, is it a mile?
I think so.
That's pretty far down.
Yeah.
So I got a picture of it anyway, so I'll attach that. I'll make a video, and I'm going to do slideshows and a video. But also, I want to give a shout out to your crystal guy because I got some gifts and everything and little piece of lapis lazuli and crystals, and this guy's prices are unbelievable. So what's his name?
His name is Jack Baker. He's, if you look for him, he's on Facebook, and he does live, not live posts, but he does post a lot of his pictures, and he does go to a lot of events around the state, so he does travel with a lot of the crystals that he gets. But yeah, he's very reasonable in his prices. Sometimes it feels like a steal.
Jack Baker, you said? Mm-hmm. All right, guys, check him out, Jack Baker. And also, he mentioned tonight that he was going to be at a stand at the Kentucky Derby. So if you're anywhere around in that area and you're at the Kentucky Derby, make sure you look for Jack Baker because, and he's on Instagram. No, he's on TikTok. He's doing advertisements on TikTok now. And Facebook. Is he on Etsy? I'm not sure if he's on Etsy, Scotty, so. But I know he's just getting started. He just started doing this, but his prices are unbelievable and his stones are fabulous. So I wanted to give him a shout out because he really hooked us up.
Oh, yeah.
And Sara hooks him up too because we were doing some Reiki energy earlier, Reiki healing and everything. And Sara's a master and I'm a master. And just when we combine our energies together, it's exponential. So very powerful stuff. We grounded everything down into the salt mine already. We did some energetic work. And hopefully tomorrow morning we'll get a chance to actually go all the way down in the mine. And I read something online about that. something about the lights out or the dark ride. There was like some kind of ride and it was like a dark ride. I don't know. Sounds scary. No, it sounds intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll just bring our little flashlights on and see what's up. So, let's see. What did we want to talk about? Because we did a lot of work in the last week.
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe give them an experience of what you've been up to since you've been here, how you've been feeling.
Yeah, well, you can get sun and a tan in Kansas in the winter. I said I was going to say that. All right. I've been doing a lot of energy work, but I've been getting a lot of light from the sun, as you can see, and a lot of codes that have been coming in. And it's funny because you think something is one way and it's actually something else, and then you get to see it. But Sarah and I were sitting out there. Remember our third eye activation? Mm-hmm. That was earlier in the week. We were both seeing the same thing on multiple dimensions. I want to say higher dimension, but it was multiple. Yes, I am red. I know. But it doesn't hurt too bad. Sarah's mom actually gave me some aloe and she kept it in the fridge and I put it on my face and it was so cool. But yeah, I usually burn first and then I'll get a little bit more tan, but I just the sun is life. Sun is energy to me. Like I don't run the programs of fear with the sun. So I just soak it up and I usually get downloads and it's pretty amazing. So just trying to share that around and just, get to know Sarah and her family, and her daughters are amazing, all three of them. So Jasmine, Natalie, Isabel, and their dogs. We got Zendaya. Well, we call her Dea, but it's Zendaya. And then Prince and, don't tell me, Indigo. And Mr. Kitty. And Mr. Kitty decided just today to come out and say hello to me. So I finally made friends with the cat. And I'm saying goodbye tomorrow.
He's kind of stubborn and stuck up.
He's stuck up.
I think he's just really, really old, but he likes to cuss at me, so.
Oh my
she got to hear
God.
it.
Her cat talks human. Like he yells, but he sounds like he's saying human words, but he's definitely moody.
Yeah.
But he was a sweetheart today. He finally came around. So, what's that? Wow, thank you. Sorry about the fingers, guys. Yeah, so here, have some sun. Take some sun. It's been crazy. It's been wonderful because it actually felt like I was starting to feel like on a vacation. When you go to the beach or, you come back. Sarah's never seen the ocean, so we got to work on that one. We got to get those bucket lists going. But when you go on a vacation somewhere and you've had a long day and you're just sitting down after a shower at night and you're sitting outside and you get that nice breeze and you just get that chill, relaxed feeling, that's what I started getting. So, yeah, I was starting to feel very, very calm and relaxed and peaceful because I just know that this trip to Shasta and Soul Family is just going to be, it already is amazing, but it's going to be even more amazing. And the more closer we get to the equinox, the birth of this whole new earth, the birth of everything's aligning up. Like we're all getting numbers. She was texting me from work telling me about 144 and all of that 1919 or different numbers, 1717, and just repeating numbers.
Lots of codes. Lots and lots and lots of codes. I mean, It's just unreal how many synchronicities with codes that are coming through. And I think it really has a lot to do with the time that we're in right now and the shift that we're moving closer to.
It does.
I think it's going to be, without setting limitations on it, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, the ocean is powerful. I think Scotty was saying that. Let me say. Yeah, it really is powerful. We got to get you out to the ocean.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Definitely a bucket list. Yeah, I've pretty much been stationary in Kansas. I haven't been on a flight in over 20 years, so I'll be on my first flight in 20 years in about a week. So I'm going out to Shasta.
Sarah's coming out to Shasta, and shout out to all the rest of the Soul family who's going to be coming out to Shasta. I also want to give a quick shout out to you guys who have made donations to me for my gas fund. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And if you want to see some of the backstage stuff that I'm working on over on Patreon, the links should be down after this video uploads. So if you are watching it on a rerun and you want to help support that, you know, go down and join as a Patreon. It's only $2.22 a month to get your backstage pass. And also, something else I'm doing along the way, I think I mentioned this in a couple videos ago. My last video, I was going to just show you like van life in an Outlander. So I was just trying to show you some of the tubs and things, and I skipped a whole door that I was going to make the garage. It didn't work too well, but it, you know, it was okay. So if you want to go back and watch that, you know, it's really cool. You're in California? Awesome. Actually, I was supposed to go to California, Scotty. I was supposed to head over to LA. There's about 4 people. I've got a couple close friends out there and 2 cousins, and one of them's a famous artist out there, Elwood Risk or Woody Risk. And I always wanted to make it out there, and yet I just have this barrier with LA. Like, I just wanted to avoid it. And another soul sister friend of mine, Sherry, she is getting the calling to just leave LA and get out as soon as possible. So she was looking out in Tennessee for land. Did I give you the update on that? Yeah, they found a place, and they're really excited about it. So I think they have a tiny home or something, and they're going to be, you know, I forget what she said. I don't know. There's just so much coming in at once. So if you guys send me messages or something and I don't get to them, I'm sorry. I will do my best. I'm trying my best. Internet here is a little shoddy at times, but we're making it work. I mean, we're live now, and hopefully we're not buffering. So if you guys are watching and you're getting buffering, let me know. If it's streaming fine, just give me a thumbs up or something like that. But what else? What else have we been doing? I mean, every day there's something else. Oh, I've been journaling, and I'm giving out a copy of my book to anyone that I'm staying with. I gave your mom a copy too, because I got to meet Sarah's mom and her grandmom. Laura and Barbara, shout out to you, beautiful souls. First time we went over there, they knew we were coming, and grandmom had fresh baked chocolate chip cookies for us, and they were so good. And then she put some in a bag and gave us to us on the way out. Yeah. Oh, sucker for chocolate chip cookies.
Yes,
Yeah.
big time.
Or cookie dough too.
Oh, that too. Yes.
So we've been, hey, Michael, how's it going? We've been just having a really good time connecting, doing a lot of energy work together, just seeing the same things, like third eye activations. Let me see. I'm sorry, I have to squint. I don't have my glasses.
See.
It's something great to visit. All right, wait, I'm going to go back and read that. It's great that we're, oh, yeah, not to visit, just to visit, not to live there. No buffering. Perfect. Yeah, LA just has this darkness around it now, and I just really want to avoid it. But I found a way around that. I don't know if I don't think I announced this yet on any of my lives yet. So after I go down to Texas tomorrow, I'm going to stay with Mel. And then she's actually going to be driving up to Shasta too. So we're going to caravan. We haven't worked out all the details yet, but we do have a place to stay right near Sedona, because we want to go to Sedona. And from Sedona to Reno, it's 11 hours and 11 minutes when I mapped it out. So when I said that to Mel, I sent her a screenshot of it. She's like, well, Reno it is. I was like, yep, can't ignore that sign.
No.
1111? Nope. No. So, yeah, the divine has our back. The divine has got us protected. This is definitely meant to be. You love Reno, Scotty? Yeah, I've never been there. It was never even really on my radar, but I know that there's whales out there for the Projects for Humanity. And I always thought of it as just like a mini Las Vegas. I don't know. And so I actually started looking more into it when I saw it was on the way, and it was 11 hours and 11 minutes. I'm like, all right, let's check out Reno. And the first thing that popped up for me was the Atlantis. It was an Atlantis hotel and casino or hotel. Oh. Yeah. I'm like, oh, maybe we'll stay there. And I started looking at the prices, and they're really cheap. So yeah, maybe instead of camping, you know, I'll save that for after Shasta.
There you
Maybe. You know, maybe we'll get a hotel for the night. We'll see. But then I think from Reno over to Shasta, it's not that far. So it is, baby Vegas. That's cute. I've never been to Vegas either. So I was thinking about that. But then the 1111 got me. So
Makes sense.
it gets me. Those numbers get me every time. And we're seeing them everywhere. Again, 144. Everywhere.
Right.
1111. 555. She tells me a number. I look down at my phone and I'm like, look, hold it up, 555. We just keep getting those synchronicities. Are you guys getting them too? Are you getting them everywhere? Because these alignments will speak to you through numbers. Oh, and another thing, straight shot over the mountain. Okay. So another thing was I did this work with the dogs. I did this like 2 or 3 years ago. And I don't know how to say this because it wasn't me that was doing it, but I was participating in a higher consciousness. So I must have been up in like divine mother realms because this was like a divine mother who was doing this work and I was just tapped into it. And it was really cool because from Reno to Shasta, yeah. I'm thinking it's like maybe 4 hours, Scotty, I'm not sure. So I was like tapped into this divine mother consciousness and she was doing this, having this meeting or this council. And again, it was like a couple years ago, but it had something to do with the dogs. And it was about dogs that were mistreated by humanity. And there was some kind of like karmic contract that was settled, you know, taken care of. There was a healing, but, you know, like the humans were going to have to pay that were like not rude to the dogs, but just, you know, that would use them and abuse them and that kind of thing. And the dogs had like a rightful beef, you know? So I was sort of watching this interaction going on the higher realms where the dogs were going to be sort of pulled out or rescued, or that's not the right word. It was sort of like justice for the dogs. That's the best way I can put it. And I had forgotten about that. I knew that the blessing went out. I knew that everything was settled, fine, divine. I think I blogged about it. It was before I even had a YouTube channel. And when your neighborhood dogs started coming over, well, first when I was at Derek's house in Ohio, shout out to D, peace. And when I was out there, his dogs were coming around. I was just remembering, you know, how much I love dogs. I used to have one too. And then I came out here and Sarah's dogs. And then all of a sudden we're sitting outside and a neighborhood dog comes over and he's just playing with us and everything. And then Sarah was at work and then 2 more neighborhood dogs come over. It's like these random dogs are starting to come over to me. And it's just like, they reminded me of this like telepathy that I have with them and this communication. And it just felt like such a blessing to reconnect with, I want to say the dog kingdom, but that's the animal kingdom.
Right.
Yeah. I never really lost touch. I just never really had a dog to practice with, I guess. They need to be held. Oh, that went too fast. The comments kind of disappear. Let's see. They need to be held. Yeah. You know what? If anybody mistreated animals, I don't care if it's dogs or cats or anything, anybody who's ever abused an animal, man, up on a higher level, they get it. They get theirs. They get what's coming to them. So, I don't know. I've been trying to work with insects, you know. I saw a ladybug out front today.
Did you?
Yes. It was crawling right up to your house, so that's good luck.
Yes, I love ladybugs.
Yes. And they bless your house. They're a sign of good.
Good fortune.
They bring good fortune.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was one of my nicknames
Speak
back
up.
in the day. One of my
Can you hear-
nicknames back in the day was Ladybug.
Ladybug. Okay. Ladybug Sarah. Here she is. All right. Well, let's see. What other work have we been doing? Lots of stuff.
I think it's just remembering to trust yourself and trust your intuition, and that's something that I've really been working on this week, is that, you know, you got to be careful what you ask for,
8 is enough.
because in divine time it will happen. May not be exactly the way you want, so be sure you speak clearly and assertively of what it is that you really truly want, because if you don't, it might bite you in your ass. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. You get what you ask for. Watch the spoken word. Oh, I know what I wanted to sing something.
Oh.
So I'm going to give a shout out to Rion over there on Team Light. Unite the Collective, I believe is his channel on YouTube. I've been watching him since he did his first astral projection video, and then off and on, you know, throughout the years. He's a brother. He's doing the work. He really knocks it out of the park on Sundays when he does his morning coffee with Rion. And I want to give a shout out to him because in his last video, this last Sunday, if you haven't seen the last video that he did, go watch it because he talks in there about some kind of, what was it? He didn't say creed, but what did he say? Like a mantra or a song or something, like an anthem. He used a word like that to say that all the angelics and like all of the, people that are down here doing the work have some kind of song or an anthem or whatever. Well, I'm going to sing it. And don't kill the messenger, literally, because I can't sing. I'm going to try anyway. But I have to sing it out there because I wrote this as a poem. It came through as a song. And it was in circa 1998. Because in 99, my second husband and my young children and I all went down to Disney World and I sang it in the car. So I had already written it and I was trying to get my brother-in-law to make music for it and everything. Okay, you ready? I'm stalling.
I know. I can tell.
Well, also, it won an Editor's Choice Award for the International Library of Poetry. And it's very short and very simple. I actually have two. And both of my girls, when I gave all my stuff away and everything, I gave one plaque to one girl with this poem, one daughter with this poem, and I gave the other one to the other daughter. So both of them have a plaque. All right, let's stall a little bit longer here. Sorry about the big fingers.
You're smashing my head.
I am smashing. I'm sorry. Wait, can you read this better than me?
No, I don't have my glasses.
We'll get you something with a candle. Doing the candle for Astro something hee.
Mom,
Like 7 years. Okay. All right.
Mom,
What?
need your glasses?
No.
All right, you ready? Sorry for this. If you don't want to hear it, you might want to tune out, but here we go. Okay. Shit.
Look at me. Don't look.
Okay, ready? I got it. We don't know where we're going. Oh, wait, I got to start again. Hold on. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay. We don't know where we're going, but one thing's for sure. Oh, God, why did I do this? We're heading on a journey. Life's reasons at our door. We'll all stick together and somehow be free, 'cause we're finding our way to live eternally. That's it.
Yay, you did it.
I did it. That's the anthem of the Lightworkers. I've heard them singing it in a chorus. They downloaded it to me as a song back in '98. So that's it. That's all. I'm done. Work here's over.
That,
Oh, we
took
should
a,
have
that
smoked.
took a lot of courage. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
Thanks.
I don't think I would have done that.
Oh, not with a voice like this.
I would have had to have,
I-
I would have had to have a little liquid courage or something else.
I sound so much better in the shower. But no,
No.
so much better up in here.
I danced that well too.
I should
Up
have
here.
had some liquid courage. I probably would have thought I sounded better.
No,
Your
so-
turn.
So I'm not
Slam it,
singing.
sister.
I am not singing.
All right.
But no, today has been a very, very great week. It's been a blessing in disguise, in more ways than one.
Well, speaking of blessings, thank you so much for hosting me. If I didn't say it enough already, I'm saying it again.
Yes.
It's been great meeting you in
It's been
person.
awesome. Yes.
And then we get to do it again in Shasta. Yay.
It's been nice to be able to vibe and be on. It's almost like neutral ground.
Yeah.
Sharing
Yeah.
sharing stories,
Sisters.
sharing experiences, standing in our truth and realizing that we're all connected.
Yeah.
And it's almost like going down memory lane. We're talking about situations and things that have happened, and you had mentioned something earlier that we were watching and it reminded you of something else. And so sometimes we blow off things that happen and we back burner it, and then we realize that it was another way of the universe communicating to us.
Yeah.
So I guess my advice is to, instead of being so quick to react or to throw it on the back burner or back burner, black burner. Well, mine are black. Well,
Once you go black.
you never go back.
Talking about coffee.
No, I had creamer.
Get the fuck.
I need mine to be sweet. Just saying. Anywho, what I was suggesting is to move into that observant move, kind of like if you move into it and not be so quick to react and pass judgment on every situation, you kind of just acknowledge it and step back, and then you can see it out of tunnel vision. You know, if your perception is just tunnel vision, you're not going to see it in the same perspective. So if you step out and you maybe see it from a bird's perception, and then the ant's perception, your awareness might be different. You might get that wholeness of what the message really is,
Yeah.
or why it was sent to you to comprehend it, what the lesson is. The lessons, and it kills me because a lot of people don't comprehend that we're here to learn. We're here to learn. We're here to reconnect, learn a lesson, multiple lessons.
Who was it again? The House of Oshun.
Oh,
Oshun. Another channel you need to check
Lulu.
her out. Lulu?
Yep.
She is the bomb. And she says, your lesson is your blessing. I can't
She
imitate her,
says
but
she says so much, but that's her business.
she says a lot. Yeah. And grow. And grow is the point. And another point, too, the healer bloodlines have been activated for quite a while, but the healer bloodlines are going to be stepping into the forefront. So they're doing a lot of shedding. I was going to say shedding and letting. There's a lot of purging going on in the healer bloodlines. There's a lot of activations, and I am tied directly into some of the energetic work that I'm doing is to facilitate and be the vessel to allow some of these healings and activations to come through for all healing bloodlines that are on the planet
Right.
that are part of this ascension. So I've been shown this along the way, and it's starting to fall into place to make more sense in my inner knowing. And it's an honor, it's humbling, and there's still a lot of work for me to do. I'm still working on healing some things myself. So it's all part of the process, and I'm learning how to... Yo, did you just send a message to me?
I think it's a little delayed, obviously.
That was very delayed. How did you do that?
I was gonna say,
Dude, did you do that
how
with your
did
mind?
No.
She just sent a message to me.
Hands free.
You're gonna need them, Scotty boy. Yes, we all need them. We're all going through this healing, but when I say we're all, it's anybody who's drawn to watch this video, you know,
Right.
that's hearing this message, has that inner knowing too that you're part of this, because there's soul fam everywhere around. If somebody's just stumbling across this and never seen my channel and you were drawn into this conversation, it's for a reason. You're part of the healing bloodline. The healer bloodline is getting such huge upliftment with a lot of the grid lines that are shifting now, and they're shifting because the humans are moving and they're stepping into their roles of this transition. And as Rion likes to say, flipping the planet. I say that too. And flipping the planet. We are literally flipping things. We're going to be stepping into the new earth birth on the equinox, and it's just there's a whole new category of leadership that's going to be, it's a ground crew leadership, you know, ground crew. That's this new earth, and it's coming. It's so close. We're right there. So if you're getting impatient about things, if you're waiting for stuff to pop off, if you're waiting for the reveal, you're waiting for the projects for humanity, and you're waiting for this and you're waiting for that. Okay, it's just like saying you should do this, you should do that. Stop shooting all over yourself. Stop waiting. Just take some action in
Do
anything.
One thing. Do one thing.
Yes.
Do something simple. The simplest thing that you can do that really helps the creative aspect of everything
Yep.
is to continue working on yourself.
Yep.
When you dig down deep and you figure out what it is, you're really you're helping your ancestors. You're helping the your children, your grandchildren, your great, 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 just further down the road.
The whole lineage.
Yeah,
Yep.
you really can break those cycles. You can do the work that no one else could do before.
And
We're stronger than they give us credit for, and the winds of change are blowing hard as hell. They are.
it does feel like limbo right now. But Scotty, they really are lining up. Everything is and you know what? I say to my girls who don't believe anything I say, you have to experience things yourself. You can take what I say and you can hold that in limbo, or you can hold that in the neutral until you experience that yourself. What I'm experiencing is not just the alignment, but it's full alignment with the trust that I'm divinely protected. Everything works out. Everything has worked out. There have been curveballs. I have resisted a little bit, but I have gone with the curveballs. I've gone with the flow, and everything is still working out. And yes, you know they are. You know they are. Yeah, it's been an interesting journey so far, but it's like really just getting started.
Yeah.
It's just getting started, guys. This is Kansas right here is literally the center of the United States. It's the center point of the pillar of light that is in the middle of, this country.
So
And
when
it's huge. The wind here has been incredible. Every time there's energetic shifts from stuff that I'm seeing that I'm bringing behind me, with me, line grids, like I'm moving line formations.
So how was the grids? Honestly, give them.
me.
You've told me already, but go ahead and explain to them how you felt the perception was of the grid lines that were here, and what work really needed to be done. Like, what adjustments did you make?
Well, I just showed up. I didn't change any grid lines here, except I brought my division is with me. So if I'm at the point of my division and I'm traveling, imagine it like a piece of pizza. So if this is me at the center point moving along, and this is like the wake behind me. So as I move, I'm bringing my center point with me, and the grid lines that are attached to my division move with me. So I brought that right out to the center pillar and rooted it down into the salt of the earth. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, I know you guys, if you're watching this channel, you probably do. If you're watching this because you're curious about my trip and you found my channel, or you're from Facebook and you saw the video and you haven't seen me in years, or you're just curious or whatever, you might not know anything I'm saying. But you guys that are doing energy work, the healers, the people who are doing the grid work, when if you see the energy around your field, okay, and you take it out to your division, which is the area that you are center pointed in. When I was traveling and moving, when my human moved, and I talked about this on the live with Derek, when I move, it's like my galactic self, I woke up that morning, my galactic self had gotten travel papers. So there's areas in there that they can project their consciousness to, but their galactic bodies may be restricted from certain areas. So it's not just because they're on higher dimensions, they can go anywhere and do anything. And I figured out from that dream and from what they were showing me on the way here, it was kind of like the opposite. This human body, Linda here, needed to move in order for things up there to move too. Sarah's still sending me pictures, and she's sitting right here next to me. That is really funny. How did that happen? That's funny.
Delay.
Why? The Wi-Fi. All right. So what Sara was saying about the grid work, when I came out here, I didn't intend to change any grid work. I came out here and I showed up. So the energetics around my field, the magnetics, the magnetricity, everything that I bring with me is stabilized and grounded and rooted into the plasmic diamond core center of Earth, because I'm here and I grounded it consciously. So I've kind of left my load here. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I know that's not what I
I
meant.
see it as like I see the innocent child who likes to bring their blankie in from their bedroom into the living room, and they just kind
Yeah.
of drag it all over
That's
the
it.
floor on their way in. So it's just
I bring that every
just
night.
remember that wherever you go, that your energy, your source energy that's within you, travels with you. You actually leave a snippet of yourself
You do.
with everyone you come in contact with and every place that you've ever been. So,
She is wonderful, Scotty. She's my sister. All right, so when you show up, if you're there and you just show up, things are done naturally. But when you add your consciousness to it and you add another woke, not just awake, but a woke spiritual being, you know, like galactic A team, when you get two of us together, the power is exponential. And I'm carrying on Dee's light from here with me. And now I've got Sarah, so we're combining our lights and it's just magnifying. So when we're together and our fields are exponentially bigger, and then we're grounding that down into earth. And I found out there's a salt mine down under here, a massive one. It's one of the 8 wonders of Kansas. Thought it was going to say 8 wonders of the world. And I was going to go, get the hell out of here. Never heard that. It's one of the 8 wonders of Kansas is the salt mine out here. So it's pretty intense. And what we were feeling tonight wasn't just that it can be grounded into the salt, but it's the salt of the earth. The salt of the earth isn't just a metaphor. And what it did was we didn't just ground it and root it down through the salt, but the salt, it activated and it instilled codes and it magnified a healing frequency that sort of welled up, like just like your toroidal field around your body, how the energy comes up, out, and through and around, and then back up, out, through, and around. It's sort of like the salt is now doing that with North America. So that's pretty freaking cool.
And you also have to keep in mind that salt is actually a crystal.
It's a healer too. It is. I wasn't even thinking, I mean, I was thinking that when I was grounding it, that it would be of assistance because it's like a cleansing, purifying type of thing. But I really wasn't expecting it to like activate and magnify this pillar of light. So all you guys with your third eyes that are woke, if you can like, you know, peep at the light pillar center, you know, the center of America, if you guys can peep that with your third eye and just take a look, you probably will see the shift now because we just did that a little while ago. We didn't even go down, but we were sitting outside of it and we did some work and it's like, it's on, game on, game on. So if I see this as the center point of the trip, center point of America, from this point on, it's like the dilation of birth is now, you know, we're getting ready, we're crowning. We're getting ready to do the pushing for the birth on the equinox.
So they're telling me I need to backtrack it. So explain why we did what we did.
Okay. Yeah.
Crystals can hold codes.
Yeah.
You can download codes to your crystals, all crystals. And you can extract codes from, or information, or memories, or whatever. It could be anything that can be extracted in a crystal. So what we did is we went down and downloaded our codes that we wanted to share, that we wanted to imprint and bless and pass on.
And we weren't expecting it to pass that back to us. We were just downloading our
consciously,
our consciousness, our codes, everything from our lineages, everything that we were bringing from all the teams that we've worked with, everything to this present now of what we are, right? We were grounding that to root it down into earth, you know, kind of like, okay, here you go. And we didn't expect that activation back, that trigger, that come back, that blessing, that welling up, and I don't know. Maybe you were expecting it. I wasn't expecting it.
I didn't actually anticipate it, but I did get I am very sensitive, so when we grounded in, I immediately felt the kickback.
Yeah.
And so it actually felt like a sense of healing in a sense. I mean, it felt like it rocked certain aspects of my body that probably were locked. I don't know.
Scotty Boy says he did the same when you were at Atlantis for future. Wait.
Read it to me.
It says for future us to find it this time. Oh, interesting. So yeah, when you're in Atlantis and you're doing that kind of stuff, it's like when you go there, like so we haven't even unpacked what was what was brought up through us. Because when this is the center pillar for the country, so this is for everybody, for the world. I mean, but just for North America, for the United States alone, it's the center point. So there's a pillar of light, and this activation is for everybody. It's in the collective now. It's on the Christ consciousness grid. So it's there. You can tap into it. So if you just take your mind and sort of zoom into the pillar in the middle and then go into that pillar, or stand in the outside and let it shower down, just see what activates in you, see what memories you can retrieve. Because it wasn't just for us, but I haven't unpacked myself. I haven't unpacked it yet. So I don't know from Atlantis. And then I was talking about staying at Atlantis in Reno. That's funny. Because in the time of Atlantis, we did program all those.
Yeah, that's how we were more hands-on with the crystals than most people can even imagine.
And Scotty says, we put our energy into crystals for this time. You're right. And then Sarah, excuse me, you guys, I still don't have my glasses. They're packed away somewhere in the car. She said, thank you for the keys and the codes. You're welcome. Whoops. Sorry. I almost lost that. You're very welcome. It's just, we all do work for the collective. You know, when we're doing this, we're activating each other now. We're depositing our codes, we're giving our codes, we're sharing our codes, we're activating and helping each other out with all of this, because, you know, at this point it's just
all hands on deck. All the
yep.
master builders, all, you know,
The
everyone
A-team.
everyone needs to step into their power.
Yep.
And, you know, we're here to do something. We're here to help everyone transition as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy. It is work. And, you know, I know we all have to live our, you know, we all have 9 to 5s. We have kids and families and responsibilities, but we owe it to ourselves to do the work for ourselves, because it's really giving back to the community when we do.
Yeah.
We're breaking those generational curses.
Yeah.
We can end the illnesses and so much more with the awareness and with the consciousness, you know, just tapped in
Yeah.
and being present in it.
It's amazing work. Even when we're doing a little bit of healing work, or if we do 5 minutes and we do, actually not even 5 minutes, we'll take a couple breaths and we'll say things. We both feel the same. It's just amazing when you can tap in like that. But we can all do that. And we all are uplifting each other, because this is the time for it now. And it's kind of like, I don't want to use the phrase to shit or get off the pot, but you know what that means. So it's like, we know we need to do the work. And one way or another, we're going to have to awaken to the things that we're ignoring. And most of us here know what we need to work on, and when we need to be strong so that we can do the work that we know needs to be done. That's hard work. The inner work is a lot harder than, you know, because it involves the emotional body, the mental body, the spiritual body. And if you're doing something with your physical body, like I cleaned houses, that was hard work physically. Mentally, it wasn't hard.
It makes me tired just thinking about it.
You're right. I know. It's physically hard and it's demanding to do things like that. But lead follower, get out of the way. My sister used to have a bumper sticker that said that. My dad hated it. He hated it. Lead follower, get out of the way. Wait a minute. No, he didn't mind that one. He didn't like, that was my sister's. Oh, false memory there. He hated my bumper sticker. It said, not so innocent. Sorry, Dad. I don't even know why I had that. Oh, my God. Memories. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Maybe we should, next time I do a live, we should have a little drink, a little celebration or something. I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea.
It's all good.
A little wine, maybe. A little wine.
Little spirit. A little spirits.
Spirit.
I'll pass. I get enough spirit as it is.
Yeah. We'll see. I think maybe at Shasta I might have a little celebratory cheers. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Don't need it, but
I'll pour
like
some
it.
out for the homies. How about that?
Maybe just one glass for me, though. I'll get off the list. All right. Like you had with the kids last time. Hold on. Like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Scotty boy. You talking about wine? He's talking about my wine and wine
Oh.
when I did it with the kids.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do you
God.
whine when you whine?
I kept
and
pouring
dine?
that night. I was pouring. But you have no idea what was going on behind the scenes for that one. Let me tell you. There was some shit going on behind the scenes on that one. The live chat. Yeah. I wasn't live. The wine and wine we actually recorded. The last. Are you talking about wine and wine? With the kids? That was like, oh my God, a year or 2 years. Was that 2 years ago? Wait, my channel's only 2 years old.
I was gonna say I don't remember.
It was in my first year, and we were trying to do episodes, and we created this wine and wine thing. But yeah, there was it was hard. Everybody was living in different places. It was hard to get everybody together, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So, anyhow, moving forward.
All right.
Now I know why people say that. It was my son's passing birthday. Oh, yeah. Well, you're right. Very good memory. So it was in October. It would have been October 7th. Yes, it was. You're right. Holy shit. Good memory, Scotty. I think we recorded it on my son's passing's birthday because we were over at my place. The kids came over. We talked about doing it again, and that was a good reason because we were all together in the same place. So we actually had the whole setup. You pay attention. Thank you. See, you're paying better attention than I am. Oh my God. And the bloopers for that, my daughter did that. She did such a good editing job. Oh my God, I loved it. And it actually taught me some things that there's some things that I can do myself too. Like it gave me more confidence to edit. And Amber, my daughter Amber is it was a fun night, you're right. My daughter Amber is an amazing film editor, and she went to college for that. And she's working for Amazon now, but she was in the night shift for the longest time. She finally got a day shift. She's got a house now with her boyfriend. My other daughter's looking for a house. They just put an offer in. Oh God, I hope they get the house. Good luck, Steph, if you're watching. And if you're not watching and you watch it back later, I hope you get the house. Let me know. Give me updates. I'm curious to know how everything's going. So I know they don't want to bug me on my trip too much, but if any of my family's watching and you have an update for me, I would appreciate it because I love hearing from you guys. And I'm going to visit my cousin when we're down in Texas. I'm going to get to see him. He's close to Mel. And Mel, if you're watching now or you see this, I'm coming over tomorrow, which I'm pretty sure you know that, but
Just a reminder.
just a reminder. Yeah, I'll be showing up at your farm.
I keep trying to give her
Tomorrow.
excuses not to, though. Just saying.
She's telling me I'm staying here. Well,
I was bribing her, trying to twist her arm.
it's only 6 hours away. It's not that bad. I mean, what was the drive here? 12 hours, 11, almost 12 hours. It was a long drive. Tomorrow's going to be a piece of cake. So, let's see. We got any other updates? What else? We said we wanted to talk about something else tonight.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a long day.
I know, it has.
I'm curious, anybody jumping on the feedback, what sensations have you guys been feeling? Have you been feeling anything different? Anything coming to your awareness?
Yeah. You guys getting any major purges or healing? I have one video, the last video I put up with the van life and the Outlander, the last one. There was a comment in there from, I want to say it was Leanne. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And she said that she was I think it was Leanne. If it's not you, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't remember. Okay. But she was feeling it, and it was a soft, gentle release. You need to run. Oh, okay. Scotty boy, thanks for tuning in, man. It was great hanging out. I'm glad you hang out. I'm glad you're hanging out with us. And I will be safe. And yes, awesome. Thanks for being here. Peace. So yeah, it was. I think it was Leanne. Somebody was saying that they had the healing and they could feel it, and it was a gentle, soft healing, just like I said it would be. So let's see. Good all over. Spurts of complete exhaustion. Yes. Right, spurts of exhaustion. That's what we've been feeling. Same thing. It's coming in like waves, like Like you go in, like if you just have to rest for maybe 10, 20 minutes or something, then you get up and all of a sudden you get these spurts and these blasts of energy and it just, you're going, going, going again. And
It
then
was
dead
like
dog tired.
it was like it was earlier this week before. It was like the day before the spike, the Schumann spike that had
Yes.
gone up in like I want to say it was like high 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
I had Linda and the kids were out here watching TV, and I was just like, I'm gonna go in the phone or go on plug my phone in the other room, laid down and passed out, like 5 minutes flat.
She did.
I was dead to the world. And then the next day I was like, I'm so sorry I fell asleep so early, but I was really tired all of a sudden. And then I'm like, I see the Schumann, and I'm like, oh, that's why. It knocked me on my ass.
Anybody else feeling that? You guys getting that too? The bursts, like V was saying? Yeah, so of course you guys know how to handle that, right? You know, when your body needs to rest, rest. And drink plenty of this.
Ground
But
in.
before you drink it, put your intention into it.
Bless it.
Program it, bless it. Yes. You got it, sister. Just put your intention in healing and up by 7 and up by 4. What? What?
What's that?
Usually in bed by 7 and up by 4. That sucks. Well, things are about to change.
Is it past
Things
your
are about to
bedtime?
change. Oh, it's past your bedtime. Wait, what time zone are you in? What time is it now? What time is it now here?
It is in the 11 range. 11:31 to be
All right,
exact.
11:31, 11:31, and that's in Eastern time would be it's past midnight. Crazy energy schedules now. 9:30. Oh, you're in California. Okay. Oh, you're still up late, V. You're still up late. You missed your bedtime. She's got the day off tomorrow, so that explains why we're late. Well, we had a lot doing. Oh, we went and got ice cream, and you're seeing the changes too? Yeah, they're everywhere. Can you see them with your third eye? Have you, I'm not sure if you were on earlier, we were talking about the center point pillar. Just go over to the center of the United States, Kansas, and look with your third eye at the pillar of light. And look at the grid formation changes from the East Coast into the center point. I know there's a lot of other movement. A lot of the grid work's changing. But just check it out from like, oh, you know, right around Pennsylvania area to Kansas. And just check out that grid work. It's definitely, it's clear now. It's the quantum entanglement has been releasing, and that I don't want to say the goo. I don't know what it. I'll just say the quantum entanglement has been shedding, so the grid work is a lot more clear and streamlined. So if you guys can see that, peek in and take a look at it,
Yeah,
and
be sure to let us know what you see on the chat.
yeah, let us know, leave messages or whatever you want to do. If you don't want to chat right now and you want to leave a comment later, leave a comment. And if you're anywhere in the area, Texas, or you're up near Sedona, and I put a message on for Rion. I want to interview him. I've got a lot of questions I'd love to ask him live. So we're in Sedona. Who knows, maybe he'll answer, and maybe I'll get a chance to have him on as well as a guest, which would be really exciting.
He's so fan.
He would be so much fun. He's definitely brother. And up in Reno, if you live up that way, drop a comment, let me know. I don't know if I'm going to be going back down through California or not, but I would like to see the coastline at some point. We might go up to the Redwood Forest. Oh, that reminds me, I'm getting from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf. Why? I'm going to say, this land was made for you and me.
I might have to put my ocean trip off until Deanna gets the ship done.
Oh,
saying.
yes. Dina, we tried to call you like at least twice today. So, sorry.
Love your face.
Love
still.
your face, girl. She's got a boat. She's going to be traveling the world with a tugboat. It's up in Alaska. It's going to be getting redone. It's beautiful. I saw a picture of it when it's in its heyday from the 20s. Really cool. So shout out to Dina. And she's going to pick everybody up and we're going to go to Hawaii. Just kidding.
She's already got it planned.
I just planted the seed. That's all.
Can we make a few other stops? Pretty
Sure.
please.
This is where you want to go. We'll be your crew,
know.
Dina. We'll be your work crew. No, I'm
There's
kidding.
so many places to go.
I know. Well, I don't want to go I'd like to go along the coastline. I don't want to go out into the ocean and. Because
gotta
if
go-
we were the crew, that would be dangerous.
We'd have to go by and pick up a few people.
Oh yeah.
For
Oh
sure.
yeah. For sure. We'll meet up with Angel up in Washington.
Well,
She's kind of near. She's sort of like near the
Angelfish?
west. She's like west. Yes, Angelfish.
That her
Shout out.
face?
She's like west, on Washington State. So she's like closer to the coastline. I think.
oh.
I think she's like up on the border and then
Well,
over.
if we're going to Hawaii, we got to get Jerome too.
So we'd have to scooch all the way around to Barbados. Isn't he all the way on the East Coast?
I don't know.
I think he's East Coast. I think he was Eastern time. He was my time. Well, he could always take a plane, meet us out in California
There you go. That
or
works.
Washington.
That works.
All right.
So, fam, calling out.
Yeah, we're making plans.
We're making plans
We're
to
making
get on a
plans.
ship.
We gotta
we're
go for a
gonna-
cruise. Soul Family Cruise Retreat, you guys.
Dina.
But not too far off of the coast, okay? Just to keep us closer to.
Really? Terms and conditions, limitations.
Just make sure that dinghy boat works.
You don't want a Titanic situation. You have
I
to
guess I have some more
you
healing to do.
You have some trust issues.
I have some healing with the ocean to do. Damn Titanic.
Right? I wonder if we were on that one point in time. No.
Maybe we were the people that were opposing being taken off the gold standard and we were sunk for that. Maybe that was us.
Never know.
Or in our ancestral lineage. Somehow. Who knows? You never know till you know, right?
Be careful who you have in your boat. Just saying.
I like that one. Be careful who you have in your boat. All right.
Well, because if you have a hole, they may not maybe sink or swim.
All right. Where's
It's getting late.
I'm getting tired too.
Love you guys. Love
Thank
you, Soul
you.
Family.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Please feel free to subscribe to my Patreon if you want, or share this channel. No, don't share this. But
Share or not share it?
share or don't share? That is the question. And thank you again. Give me a big hug, girl. I love you. All right. Well, we'll say our goodbyes tomorrow. We're saying our goodbyes to you tonight. Thank you guys for being here. As always, be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. Peace out, Girl Scout, and chin up, Buttercup. No, chin up, Buttercup.
Peace with chicken
Okay.
grease.
Peace. That's for D. All right. Good night. Bye.